Stepping in the ring, I feel the crowd when they root. They say the kid's slick, every jab is absolute. Stationary back step, catch it, then I shoot. Said you can't copy what I do, cause I'm the living proof. I set you up against a crook, I hope you know your fate. Cause I'm grinding every day, I don't perpetrate. Stay calm through the bull, had to meditate. No cap, no breaks, I'm just crystal great. Hook 'em out and leave 'em shook every time I sway. I'm undisputed with the moves, Crooks paid away. Said I'm great, got 'em watching everything I say. They steady watching all my fights, Crystal talk a day. Hard rounds, no doubt, I'm the one they rate. If I feign in any throw, no, it's checkmate. Every punch time well, never punch late. I said they know who run the tape, man, it's Crystal great.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What is going on, my people? I said my people. I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are healthy. It's time to get some work in on this Undisputed mod, man. I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day, man. Hold on. I got to make myself just a little bit bigger. Yo, you guys are going to see me struggling with OBS a little bit today because I literally just updated my OBS and the layout is completely different, bro. The layout is completely different. So, yeah, y'all have to bear with me a little bit through that, but we're going to be putting in some more work on the mod, man. We're going to be putting in some more work on the mod. Yo, what's good, Titus? What's good, Ogden? What's good, Dragon? How you doing, man? Welcome back to the stream, bro. Welcome back to the stream. Is it possible for French? What you mean, Dragon? Yo, what's good, Railway? How you doing, man? All right. Titus, I can't front, bro. I'm a bit disappointed in you for not keeping it real. That means you're drunk. Titus, okay. Let me set something clear, man. Let me set something real clear because I'm tired of people dropping comments in my comment section talking shit. All right? And I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm not these things that you guys are seeing are not finished products. I put it out there to get your guys' feedback on how they look, how things run, how things function. Your guys' feedback are what the modders are looking at. Like the Keyshawn Davis model that you guys seen today, I got permission and access to actually put that out there to get your guys' feedback on them. Do I think the model is perfect? No. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind that these aren't mo-capped models. Number one. Number two, they're not finished yet. Literally, a modder actually messaged me and was like, hey, we see all the negative feedback that we're getting from your video, and we're going to go in and we're going to make an adjustment. Just letting you know that. So when you guys are coming at me talking about, oh, yeah, well, Crooks, you're not keeping it a buck. You're not doing. I'm literally putting it out there to help you guys get what you guys want. So don't come at me sideways, bro, talking shit about me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm covering the games like I told y'all I was going to cover the game. And I'm not trying to say this in a disrespectful way, but I've said this on numerous amounts of occasions, bro. I put the information out there to help them better make the game suited for you guys. So I'm just saying, bro, like, it's not finished, bro. None of this shit that you guys see on here is finished. They're giving me the access to put it out there so that way you guys can give them your feedback so that way they can make it better for you. That's the way it's supposed to go. I know that it hasn't been always the case, but at the same time, that's the case right now. I'm giving you guys the access to it early so that way you guys can give them your feedback. They go in my comment section, they look at it, and then they go and make the adjustments. Or they'll message me and ask me what I think about it. So that's what we do, bro. That's what we do. And because everybody's always coming at me, bro, talking wild and reckless at me. I'm like, yo, look, bro, I'm just the messenger. Why y'all trying to shoot me, bro? I ain't do nothing to y'all. Yo, what's good, Mike? How you doing, bro? I'm little speak English. There might be some subtitles. I'm not sure, Dragon. I'm not sure on that. Yo, what's good, Jack? Do you prefer the mod to the regular broken Undisputed? You know what? I'd have to play somebody. I'd have to play against another person to really give you my fair assessment on it. Yo, what's good, Leland? What up, Tay? Well, I want to hear your feedback. Also, it'd be nice to hear from you that don't look like Keyshawn. But here's the thing, though, Titus, is there's people that when I showed it to people before I put the video out, there were some people that said that the model did look good. Now, the overall feedback is that people don't like it, and that's all right. You feel what I'm saying? That's what the video was there for. And the modders actually seen that and were like, hey, I actually had a modder literally message me like 20 minutes ago saying, we thank you for, putting your video out. We got the feedback. We've already been working on it because we kind of thought the same thing. We just wanted to get the community's feedback on it. And that's just the way it goes. Do I think that it looked like Keyshawn Davis? I kind of thought the same thing a little bit, that it looked a little bit too similar to Bud Crawford in middleweight, right? But I wanted to hear, I don't want my opinion to be the end all be all. That's not what it should be because I'm not going to be the only one playing this game. So I want to get your guys' feedback on it. That's just what I do. Yo, what's good, Aegon? How you doing, man? Did they update the visual? Nah, they haven't yet, Aaron. Thank you for reminding me about that. I'm not sure if I told him about that or not. So, I appreciate you bringing that back up. Yo, West Coast, what's good? The problem with the game is the online mode. Yeah. I like the movements, the angles, and it's a bit more crisp, 100%. Yeah. Forever Team also modding Undisputed. That's good for them. I mean, if they want to do that too, more power to them. But all right. So I'm going to pop the image up. This is what we're going to be looking for, my people. For those of you guys that didn't come through to the last live streams and stuff like that. I'm going to be looking for a better, improved AI. Not so much the slow steps. Improved angles. Rework stamina system. So I want you guys to be paying attention to my stamina as I'll be in the red corner. Slower movement. I know I'm not going to be testing out heavyweight because we already acknowledged that there was an issue with heavyweight fighters with the mod. That's something that I already submitted to them and that they said that they're currently working on. The increased visual damage, like I just told Aaron, who just reminded me about that, I have to send that to them. We're going to be looking at the flash KOs, the flash knockdowns, the improved precise damage, and then the improved precise damage on critical zones. So head, body, stuff like that. The daze movement. When I was playing it earlier, when I was playing with that Keyshawn Davis model, it didn't seem like the daze was that bad. So I'm still going to test that. And then the overall quicker punching. Ollie64 looks like he's having a spa day. Yes, sir. Yo, what's good, Undisputed Koopa? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, bro. And I mean, it's all right, man. But what kind of gets me, bro, is people coming and trying to personally attack me as if like I'm I'm not working on it, bro. I'm just giving people feedback. That's it. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But all right, let's get it popping. So I said we're going to stay out of heavyweight, so we're not going to go up to heavyweight. The one thing I didn't show you guys, even with the Keyshawn, I know a lot of you guys didn't like his model and stuff like that because it looks like Terrence Crawford. But his selection picture looks funny as hell. No lie, he looks like he's low-key kind of surprised. It looks like he's kind of surprised, but I think we'll go Garcia, and we'll go Sugar Ray Robinson. I know they're going to fine-tune that Keyshawn a lot more. That's not a finished Keyshawn. Yeah. And like I said, they wanted everybody's feedback on it, man. They wanted everybody's feedback. So yeah, no, it's not the finished one that's going to be in the mod when it drops. I promise you guys. Is Triple G on this? Nah, they haven't added him yet. By the way, Point Guard T, what's good, bro? But all right, let's get it popping though. I had to turn off my music real quick. Looks like Bud weight drain. Man, yeah, I fuck with it. I think this time I'm going to play in something that has a little more. I'm going to play with something that has an audience. Turn it to 6. Go up to pro. The Keyshawn Norfolk shorts is on point though. Yeah, I agree. I love those shorts. There's another option too. Here, actually, I'll show you guys before we jump into this fight. So with Keyshawn, he does have 2 sets of shorts. He has the white ones and he has the red ones. Obviously, you guys see he has Terrence Crawford shorts too. But yeah. No, he does have 2 sets of trunks. No, we're not going against Manny. We went against Manny last time. Is it possible you tested Mike Tyson, brother? Huh? So will this be on the actual Undisputed? Yo, Martel, what's good? It's going to be if you're on PC, there's going to be a mod that you're going to be able to put in the game. Once the mod drops, I'll show you guys how to put it in. You ain't got to worry about it. I'll show you guys exactly how to put it in, so you don't got to worry about nothing. Kershawn Crawford was crazy work, yo. People are acting like that model was made by SEI and will cost $25. A little bit. I need help. Anyone, my Fight Night Revival keeps freezing and crashing right before the fight. You might need to turn your emulator settings down, Fade. Yo, Dan, what's good? Reed, what's good? Keyshawn is on Bud's slot for testing. Yeah. Have any of your SCI contacts said what they feel about mods? I haven't heard anything about that, real. I haven't heard anything about that. But I think their hands are kind of tied when it comes to that, because the only way that they would be able to shut things down like that is if people were making money off of it, which the modders are doing everything for free. And that's something that I do want you guys to keep in mind too. When you guys are thinking about these games and these mods and stuff like that, these guys are doing all this shit for free. Even the Forever team that I don't get along with them, they're doing all this shit for free, bro. Like they're not getting paid to do all this stuff for the community. They're doing it out of the love for, you know, the games and the games wanting to be better and stuff like that. So you turn them all the way down, it's not helping? Huh. Did you go all the way into it? Hold on. No, I'm not trying to restart it. I don't think I can change. Maybe I can. Yeah, okay. I can turn it off. Turn it off. I hate that zoomed in camera, man. This is probably the wrong arena to actually pick for this, because this, well, actually, it should be all right playing it offline, but it looks a little janky on my screen. Hey, I appreciate it, Ogden. Paw jabbing in walk mode, is it in the game? They made it to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, see? It is. It's back. It's in the mod. Yeah, I'm going to pick a different arena for us to fight in the next one, guys. Don't worry about it. Woo! Look at that one body uppercut from Sugar Ray Robinson. I hate that the Zone Stadium isn't optimized for really anything. But I want you guys to pay attention to my stamina. Yeah, I went into nuns working. Huh. There is a chance, too, that even though you have it, your computer might not be optimized to actually run it. That was a clean combination that you just walked into, too. The zone is cool. Yeah, I love the stadium. I love the stadium, but it's just this stadium has so many problems with it. Like you can't play with it online. Like it has a lot of issues with it. I wouldn't be surprised if Truthbound comes out this year, let alone Undisputed 2. Undisputed 2 is not dropping this year. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Undisputed. That's what I like about it. It's really going to make a lot of people pay attention to their stamina. Because if you don't watch your stamina on this mod and you get caught with something heavy, GG's for you, my boy. Even more so when you're in flat. When you're in flat, you really got to watch out for it. But hey, guys, do me a favor. Make sure, if you guys haven't, to slap that like button, man. We got 64 people in here, but only got 12 likes. That's honestly what I'm thinking. I don't think I can run it. Maybe. Fade, do you have me on Discord? The zone stadium is not optimized. That's why it drops frames. Yeah. Let me get Sugar Ray Robinson out of here as quickly as I possibly can. Oh, damn! Right as I said, as quickly as I possibly can. The boy trying to put me to sleep. That right hand. Bang! Shut Ryan's lights out, bruh. Yo, what's good, Lamont? How you doing, brother? I'm gonna have to get him back for that one. Oh, add me on Discord, bro. And I'll get in with I'll get in with you on a Discord call later and we'll see what's up. If I can help you out, I'll help you out. Damn, he's slipping back. Come on, kid. Ah! Yacked him up. Yacked him up. Ooh, that boy just pulled the uppercut though. All right, go. Bro, he's moving. Okay. Ooh, he hit him with that right hand. Ah. Ooh. He's shucking that right hand, man. I do like that the AI engages with you more. I do notice that. Makes it a lot more realistic for sure. Can't wait to play with Spence. With Earl Spence. I'm hoping that they add him. I would imagine that they are at some point going to add him into the modded Undisputed. Because I think Tay had already had a mod for him. I had him in the game for a little bit. I just didn't have the afroed one. Yo, what's good, Smoking? How you doing, bro? Do you think changing the render will help? We'll have to see, bro. I'd have to see your emulator. I'd really have to see your emulator. Yo, let me find out that Sugar Ray Robinson is OP'd on this, bro. You would think the man's Floyd Mayweather out here slipping. Yeah, this isn't optimized for nothing. I ain't never picking this arena again. Yeah, but there's settings in there that'll make things easier, so that's why I'm saying I'll help you out. If you add me on Discord, I'll help you out. Gotta hit that body. Lee. Woo, there it is. Yo, what's good, pound for pound? Caught him with that clean lead uppercut on the right, on the left side too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
It's only the first knockdown though, so I think we'll be all right. How's the stream going so far? It's been good, bro. Look at my stamina. See how long it takes for my stamina to come back up? That's why you don't want to deplete your stamina. I'm playing Undisputed online right now, and this game is completely broken. I was playing it earlier on Twitch. I did a couple of fights on Twitch earlier on PlayStation. Ooh. Yo, do you have to pay for this? No, it's gonna be free. Once the game officially drops, I'll put an instructional video out for you guys on how to put it in the game. D Green saw that KD and said no. Huh? Bro, this dude. Earl making the comeback against Tim Zoo. I did see something about that. That his opponent. That might be end up being his opponent, but. And so that's a good comeback fight for him. Now I heard there's talks of him and Virgil fighting still, but I'm just hoping that Earl is ready. Is gonna be okay with a comeback. Cause he just didn't look the same against Terrence. And he's had a pretty long layoff. But maybe the layoff the layoff did his body good. Letting it recover after all the car accident that he had. But I think him versus Tim Zoo is actually a really good fight. Yo, Crooks, I think it would be dope if you could lean on the ropes. Do you think they will add that? Yo, Mike, what's good? I don't think that they can add it in the mod if that's what you're talking about. That would have to be like a game mechanic thing. All right, we got the knockout on Sugar Ray Robinson. But welcome to the stream, though, man. Yo, what's good, Android? What up, what up, what up? He's a YouTuber, a funny one, too. Channels. Oh, okay. There ain't a bunch of Crawfords walking around? Yeah. I just want body bruising and a very realistic facial damage system. I got you. I'm going to test out Loma. You know, when this game was first coming out, I was really excited to get my hands on Loma, to like be able to play him, and that unfortunately he's virtually unusable online and stuff like that. It's really sad. I hate the fact that you can punch your opponent 100 times in the body and vice versa, and there is no bruising whatsoever. I get you. Right. But all right, we're still testing everything out. Shout out to the 50 people that are in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure if you guys are new and if you guys are enjoying the stream to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button, man. It'd be much appreciated. Guys like Loma, I think, are going to benefit the most from the angle cutting. Yeah, he has that slow walk too. I feel like guys like Loma are really going to benefit from the angle cutting. Ooh. I should have thrown a right hook instead of a Or a left hook instead of a left uppercut. Ooh. That range. Gotta watch out for that stem. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, Loma's still gonna kind of struggle. See how his animations are labored when he switches stance? You guys see that? Crooks and it would be dope if they add buff and nerf like they do with the UFC. That would be dope. The mod looks really smooth. It does. It does. Yo, Gaming Granny, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I think they stated the damage system had to be nerfed to get a teen rating. Huh. Crooks, why are you joking around and not playing on Undisputed difficulty? I see the CPU life. Come on, man. Because on Undisputed, I think it takes away the bar. But I don't mind playing on it. So I want you guys to see something. Look at his animations. You see how his animations are a lot slower? Or maybe that's just his animations. Did they? Huh. Is it just me or is Loma moving different? His movement seems a lot different. Maybe it's because I haven't played with Lomachenko in a while, but yeah. Ooh, caught him with that right hook. Uppercut City. Oh, I thought he was going to go down to the body. He didn't, though. Bro. I don't even know, bro. Caught him. Yeah, Loma is still going to be really, really hard to use. And Loma just has one of those styles, too, that, like, it's very hard to emulate him and replicate his style to a T. I mean, you can do it if you're fighting against somebody that's playing like an emulation fight, but in terms of like the movement, they need to get him in there to mocap it. Yo, what's good, Rich? How you doing, brother? What up, what up, what up? Oh, damn. But I need to ask y'all a question, bro. I forgot Andy Cruz is fighting this weekend. I'm kind of low-key caught up on wanting to do a watch-along to Andy Cruz's fight, or if I want to do a watch-along to the UFC pay-per-view event this weekend. What y'all thinking? Because on Friday, we got the Aiden Ross card, so I'm going to be doing a watch-along to that. Come on, bro. Loma isn't made for knockout. I have to move a lot. Yeah. And Loma was he was always really good at manipulating the guard. And not in the ways that other people do it. He would get you to raise your guard and then lateral shift off of it to create a new angle while you had your guard up. That was something that he was really, really good at. And that you don't see a lot of people doing. Like, if Sugar Ray Robinson had his guard up, you just shift. He would use it to shift behind you. Or shift off to one side and cut you off. To let off some gas. No. This looks way better than the Undisputed I'm used to. It's because it's offline. Which is what the game was built to be played on, was offline. Yeah, that is going to be a really good fight, Titus. It is going to be a really good fight. That's why I'm like debating. I'm like, do I want to do the Crooks fight or do I want to do the UFC fight? I just don't know, man. And I know if I ask y'all going to be like, hey, Crooks, y'all, you don't be doing UFC no more, so just stick to doing the boxing watch-alongs, which... Yo, Grand Illusion, what's good? You can't do those angles in the game? Yep, you can't. You can't manipulate the guard like that. Maybe that's something that, you know, they could potentially add into Undisputed 2, but it's a very, very tough thing to replicate. So can you play against other players offline? Yeah, you can. So, point how you do it is there's something that's called parsec. And all parsec is it's basically you're in a way sharing your game screen with another person. So it's basically like, you know, you're doing peer-to-peer connection in an offline fight. If that makes sense. Oh, I thought he was gonna lower his block. I couldn't imagine playing this Sugar Ray Robinson. Oh, I have it on 8 rounds. We're only gonna go 6 rounds. Well, maybe we'll actually go all 8. I meant to set it to 6. Yo, what's good, Nino? You wish you had 50 people watching. Hey, bro, grind. You gotta get on your hustle, bro. You can do it. You just got to keep grinding. I feel if they add those exact angles, the community would cry and say it's OP. I mean, I think depending on how they do it. Ooh, that was quick. Oh. Yeah, solid. Come on, bro. You like my boxing mic better? So should the person with the better internet? Yes. Yep. The person with the best internet is who you're going to want to have host it. But just know, if you're on Wi-Fi, you're still going to have issues, man. But if you're going up against somebody that has a good internet and you have good internet, you're going to experience a way different game. Oh, we missed. Ref, I'm going to show you guys how to install it once the mod comes out. But we're a little ways away from that. Ooh, the straight to the body lead hook. Straight left. Lead right. Put him down. Titus, are you saying you like my boxing mind better in terms of doing the watch along?
You still wanna fight?
Is that what you're talking about? Ooh. I feel like you calling me when it comes to MMA, bro. You calling me stupid, bro. Yo, he was hitting me after the bell too. He was piecing my ass up.
Good man, good man. The jab working nice.
Box.
Give him an angle. That's the shot.
Oh! Clean right hook. I was slipping towards that side. Ooh, nice block. I wish UD was like this in the live build and didn't require a mod. Yeah, I get you. I get you. We all wish, man. But hey, at least, you know, at least we're getting a mod. Ooh. Read that one clean. Ref in the ring and fully operable cut, man, like Fight Night, would make this game tolerable. Y'all want the manual cut system? And overall, anything you do boxing-wise, your MMA baby on point solely for the reason that's why she said to shut up. Bro, look, man, I just love both sports, man. Like, I love boxing and I love... The one thing I don't want to do to myself is I don't want to trap myself in one area. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I try to keep myself and prevent myself from doing. That's why you guys see me doing a lot of the like the Fight Night Revival and Fight Night Forever and all that stuff and Truth Bound, because I don't want to trap myself into doing just one game or one aspect of something. Because I really do watch MMA like that. And yeah, that's where my channel really comes from. Why are you just standing there holding himself like that? That was weird. Excuse me. Yeah, let us repair our own cuts. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, Loma is considerably slower. I wonder if that's an adjustment that they made too. Making fighters slow down when they're in opposite stances. Great idea. Caught you. Don't do it again. You might get caught with the power shot the next time. Ah! Didn't do a lot of head damage. Ooh. He rolled underneath that straight. Had me scared there for a second. I'm not gonna lie. He rolled underneath that straight. Had me all scared over there for a second. Nope. Come on, bruh.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel
We're
good?
working,
Good.
but I can tell you, man, Loma, I'm sorry. Loma users, unfortunately, even with the mod, he's still virtually going to be somebody you don't really want to use. I think his player model is just beyond repair. But there's going to be some people that are going to prove me wrong. So, I mean, if Loma's your guy, Loma's your guy. Damn, he hit me with a power lead hook with low stam. Oh, he didn't respond to that. Same here, bro. I love both sports. Like kids can't do UFC boxing. I need both of them to decompress. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Come on, get your boxing back together. Focus on what you've got to do.
Damn, he just doesn't have the reach, man. In a game that's really dictated off reach, Loma just doesn't have it. Yo, what's good, J-Soul? The Crooks just tested the mod. It works for Sim. They could make it to where the AI is using feints, loose movement, and taunts. You know, I'm not sure what they could really do, J-Soul. That's a good question. I'm not sure what they could do. I'm not really sure what they can do, what they can and can't do. That would be a question you'd have to ask them, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, Lomachenko on the new mod is not the business. Not the business still, bro, unfortunately. But all right, yo, so I'm going to put the list back up on here for you guys to look at for a second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn I'm still here, but I've just turned my camera off. So this is what we're still going to be looking for when we're playing these games. These are the things that they're working on in terms of the gameplay changes. Yeah, Loma's got T-Rex arms, which is crazy. Which is crazy for him to have in the game without the lack of movement. But all right, let's keep it pushing. I'll go against Pac-Man. I'll put it on Undisputed. Make it 6 rounds. But yeah, the mod feels good. You know, honestly, I'm looking for somebody. J-So, we might have to get together and play an online match on the mod. To see how, I want to see how it really plays against another person. How's the mod so far? Yo, truth be told, it's good, man. I like it. Ooh. Yeah, it does take away his stamina. I feel like fighting Manny Pacquiao on Undisputed might be a death, or on Undisputed difficulty might be a death sentence though, on this mod. Probably not the best thing for me to do, but we're doing it anyways. Ooh, damn. If he had landed that last body punch, I would have been in a lot of trouble. Damn, he coming out here throwing power shots. Hit him right there at that right hand. Ooh, that right hand went over his head because I had low stam. Affected that punch accuracy. Ooh, hurt that body. I know I hurt that body because he's starting to back up. Lift it up top. Yeah, we can do it. What is this mod supposed to do? So, Sean, what's good? Welcome to the stream. What it's supposed to do is it's introducing new fighters into the game, but it's also fixing some of the gameplay issues. I got this on PC. Where can I get the mod from? Yo, truth, this mod isn't out yet. It's still in early access. We're just testing it out right now. Has Steel City said anything about this mod? No, man. Guess they haven't. They've been really, really quiet. Really, really quiet. Woo. Damn, Manny. Come on, man. Dude, Manny is just so damn fast. It doesn't... The angles are really going to benefit him, too. You're going to see a lot more Manny Pacquiao users. The only thing with him is going to be... He has really broken animations. Like his straight and his lead hook. His straight and lead hook is nasty. They need to drop a new DLC. I got a video dropping for you guys tomorrow. Ooh. It didn't input the uppercut that I wanted up top. Come on, bruh. Throwing hands in that pocket. Ah, I should have went with the left uppercut. If I would have went with the left uppercut to the head. That time I did, and he rolled on the outside of it. Man, he's gonna be a hard motherfucker to hit. He really is. But no, I wouldn't necessarily say the support for the game is gone. I wouldn't say that. Sometimes them being quiet doesn't mean that they're not working on anything. Sometimes them being quiet means that they are working on something. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, he straight rocked my shit with that uppercut though. Through the guard too. Sent my mouthpiece flying and everything. Telling you, Manny Pacquiao, my bad, my light just turned off. Give me 1 second, I gotta get up real quick. Manny Pacquiao on this modded version of the game is gonna be a problem. It's been over 3 months since we got a new DLC that showed me that they don't give a fuck about the... I don't think it's that they didn't give a... You just gotta also remember, they're taking weeks off at a time, bro. So I just don't think they were in their offices to be working on stuff. Because that was something that I did notice in their job descriptions and stuff like that. Because I was looking into applying for one of their community manager spots, but they wanted a lead community manager, and they wanted you to have experience doing that. But one of their perks to working for them was that you get the holidays. You get the holidays off. So when those holidays are cramped in like that, they generally give them 2 weeks off. Have I tried it on Undisputed? This is Undisputed level, Aaron. That's why Manny out here throwing the way he's throwing. What the fuck that model doesn't look like Keyshawn. Bro, we all know her. A lot of people, I've said it in the video I made today. And they've already, I did get confirmation they are gonna adjust him, so they know. They know. The trunks though, fire. His trunks and his trunk kit, fire. The model looks like it needs to be adjusted a little bit. Oh, I was about to light him up with that right hand. Well, I try to go with the straight on the outside of his lead foot. But I'm telling you, man, he's just so damn fast. Is Keyshawn Davis the only one they have for now? No.
Don't do too much. Don't do too much. Be smart. Just get on the end of your jab. Just have a breather.
No, they probably have the other ones already. They're in the process of working on them. Like Kodo. I would imagine he's being worked on. Carlos Adames, you guys seen him being utilized in that video that they made. The one that I'm really interested to see is Richardson Hitchens. Because I feel like Richardson Hitchens could potentially be like, I don't know exactly what his reach is though. I got to look at it after this fight. But he's a guy that has a really, really long reach. So he could end up being like a Fedora. I think you can pull it off being the community manager without experience. They wanted a lead one though. Which is what ended up being a EXO. But to be real with you, like I'd like to work with Steel City in some capacity to make sure that Undisputed 2 is a better game.
Relax.
But I just don't think that they're really wanting to fuck with me like that. To be quite honest with you. If I'm being by the way, Skittle Milk, welcome back to the stream. I just don't really think Undisputed really messes with me like that, which is okay, bruh. Which is okay. They don't have to. I've just more come to the realization that, you know what, like, either way, I'm going to be doing my thing, man. Ooh, hit him with a right body shot. Nasty work. Went high-low. Got him up out of there with that right hand. Oh, man.
3, 4, and you continue.
But yeah, no. This ain't it. What you think, bro? Are you talking about the Keyshawn Davis model? That's what it is. Everybody been talking about that. By the way, Trigger, what's good, man? Are you talking about the mod itself? Because if you're talking about the mod, in terms of the gameplay, I feel like the gameplay on the mod is actually really solid. The Flash K knockdowns give a good payoff. Yeah, they do. Ooh. I know that head's hurting. Did they fix the stepping jab to the body? No. No, they didn't. But that's going to be a little easier to counter and a little easier to track. because the game is gonna be with no desync. And sometimes desync is really what fucks things up in terms of getting counters and stuff like that.
You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Hit that body. Woo! Pop that head back. Any word on future updates? Haven't heard anything yet, brother. The second I hear something, Fred, you already know I'm gonna drop a video on it. Welcome back to the stream too, Fred. Woo! That was a nice roll. Get up off me, Manny. Bruh. I was looking to counter a little bit too much. Thought he was gonna throw a double hook.
Reset.
No, no, no. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. I tried to shovel a power uppercut up to his head, but man, he was having none of it. He just threw an overhand left too. Yo, what's good, Dread? All right. Able to get the UD on him. But yeah, Manny's going to be a real big problem. Real big problem. You guys see that? Look at the stamina. 38%. I only threw 333 strikes. And he had 45 and he only threw 340 strikes. So yeah, the stamina is going to be adjusted quite a bit. Quite a bit. Which is good. Like I said, the Keyshawn Davis mod is definitely being adjusted. The character mod itself. But the trunks are fire. His white trunks are fire too. Got the 707 main factory. And he's got Bud's default and Bud stuff, but actually these are, I don't think these are Bud's original ones. Yeah, they gotta be. Is it just 2021 guns? I don't know, but yeah, he's gonna be adjusted. You guys see, I got Shakur and Gervonta and all them in here, but their files are all fucked up, so they're gonna look real weird. That's why he looks like that. But I'll get them back in the game at some point. Shame on EA for what? I bet you can't stop me, no spammer. Probably not. Fun for kids. Probably not. You right. Yo, what's good flying, by the way? Hometown hero. Let's go, Norfolk. Abdullah Mason looks weird, too. He don't look like Abdullah. He looks more like how Shakur looks. That's the same face Shakur has on him right now. And Abdullah's a lot darker. But yeah, no. The mod itself plays really, really nice. I think you guys are going to be really impressed with it. Hold on. I got to get my stuff straight, man. I got to get my stuff straight. Hometown hero needs to stop missing days on his site. Bruh, come on now. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that because we don't know what's going on with him. You feel what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on with him. So for those of you guys that don't know exactly what they're changing, that's what they're gonna be changing. So those are all the gameplay changes that they're supposedly making with the mod. Can I get a Marvin Hagler? That would be dope. That would. This is what I'm saying on the videos that you guys see me talking about the mods and stuff like that. I want you guys to post up who do you guys want in the game, bro? Who do you guys want to see them add? They could be a Marvin Hagler, it could be a Tommy Hearns, it could be, you know, a Roberto Duran, it could be, you know, a Pernell Whitaker, it could be somebody current, you know, it could be an AJ, it could be you know, it could be really a lot of people. It could be a George Foreman. You want to see George Foreman in the game. You want to see Evander Holyfield in the game. You want to see Mike Tyson in the game. Like, just be asking for everything, man. You're right, and I'm not speaking on that. Speaking on the way he act, jumping people with his brothers. But here's the thing, man, is you got to remember, and this is what I try to remind people of. These dudes grew up in a different way they grew up in a different way, bro. And this is why you got to be careful who you talk crap to. You feel what I'm saying? Because different people handle things different ways, bro. And that's just the way it is. Julian Jackson would be a dope addition. Him and Gerald McClellan would be dope additions, man. They really, really would be. All fighters are psychopaths. It's just what happens when you get punched in the head and coming from extreme poverty. I wouldn't say all of them are psychopaths, but you gotta be somewhat crazy. I want Tank Davis. Yo, Technical, what's good, bro? Welcome to the stream. I agree with you. I'd like to see Tank, and I think their plan is to put Tank in the game at some point. But unfortunately, what you do in the public gives a glimpse on what your mental state is, like even more so behind closed doors. I mean, nah, he just saw his brother getting in a fight with somebody, bro. And let's just be real. If somebody was standing there and let me say this. If I knew somebody had a team with them and my brother was right there and them two dudes get into it, I'm getting into it too, bro. That's just what we was taught. If you from the streets, that's what you was taught. You get into it with my brother, you get into it with me too, bro. Can you show the new attire kits specifically for Canelo? They haven't released those yet, Jose. But once they put everything out, I'll definitely be showing you guys everything. It's not done in a manly way, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but everything in the streets, they don't give a fuck about no manly way. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I like how they did the game face. I wish they would do it again. What you mean? I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Let me move this over so it's not blocking my face. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Me growing up in areas like that and growing up in a bad neighborhood and stuff like that, they don't give a fuck about no manly way. They don't care. They're gonna do it in whatever way allows them not to get hurt. That's what people are doing nowadays too, bro. That's why so many people are getting hurt. And that's why, you know, the violence is being projected in a different way. I can't say it because we're on YouTube, but that's why so much different kinds of violences went up. Because people don't want to get hurt. People don't want to have broken noses. People don't want to have busted jaws and all that, bro. They just rather deal with you another way. And that's just the truth of it. Whether you like it, whether you think it's manly or not, that's just the way they're going to handle it. And that's why you got to be careful who you talk to and treat everybody. That's what my motto is. I treat everybody with respect, bro. Because I don't know you. You don't know me. If you disrespect me, then we got a problem. Obviously. You know what I mean? Then that comes with it. But I'm not actively out here looking for trouble like that. I'm going to respect you. And I expect that same respect in return. And when it goes both ways, you ain't got no problems. Because you never know how people handle it. It really is the truth. KD is good as fucking boxing. Well, yeah, that's how the street works, obviously, but it shouldn't be like that, even though it is. I mean, we don't deal in shoulda, woulda, couldas, bro. We deal in reality. And reality is, a lot of them dudes that live in neighborhoods like that and that come from the streets, they don't fuck around like that. They don't. They'll try to jump you, bro. Like that's just the reality of the situation. You gotta know where you at. My PS3 already has been jailbroken. Can I play any of you guys? Yo, STA, what's good, bro? Are you talking about like on Fight Night Champion or Fight Night Revival? Or on Forever or something? We're all like that from Norfolk. You talk crazy and we'll slap you on. Yeah. How about Mayweather? I wonder if my Mayweather still looks good in this one. He might look a little weird. I think I looked at him before. Yeah, he does look weird because his models are all messed up. So he has all these tattoos. I think him and Gervonta have the same skin. But yeah, no. Floyd already has a mod. So it would be no problem to put him in the game, I would imagine. A lot of dudes fake tough also. Oh, yeah. But they'll be tough. They'll be tough when they jumping you. It don't matter how tough somebody is when they jumping you. That's just the way it goes, man. They will not hesitate to put your ass down. It's just the way it is. Gone are the days where people are trying to run the fades. They're not trying to do that no more. They're not trying to box you. They're just trying to get what they need to get done, taken care of, and that's it. You already have a few fighters? Oh, okay. Okay. They're releasing some new ones too on Revival here pretty soon. Which I got a video dropping for you guys tomorrow on that. I got a couple videos dropping for you guys tomorrow actually. I might not end up streaming tomorrow. Just because I have 2 videos that I want to drop for you guys tomorrow. Or maybe I might space them out. If I end up spacing them out, then I'll do a stream. But what's up, bro? First time being in here. I love boxing. Haven't played a boxing game in a minute. Looking forward to the mods. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, Chuck. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Jumping not happening no more nowadays. That's what I'm saying, Rich. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before. Yep. Only get into altercations when you have to, bruh. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Which is tough because niggas got pride, bro. And that was one thing I remember my stepdad, my first stepdad that passed away, he told me when I was a kid. He was like, you know what? A lot of dudes out here end up passing away from pride. Men's pride will always get you, bro. That's why dudes be trying to take on three people at one time. Pride. Because if you were in your right mind, you would know. I ain't about to try to take on these 3 dudes, bro. Like, who would do that? Can't do that. But that type of behavior is not respected. It's all about respect. Not what you feel is right or wrong, because truth prevails. Let me tell you something about respect, bro. You're right. It's not about respect. It really ain't about respect. Because guess what? If them dudes beat you up, they jump you, and they end up in jail, ain't nobody telling them nothing about them jumping you. They don't care. Nobody cares. It might not be respected, but you get feared. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. Because if you know, hey, if I mess with this dude, I'm going to have to deal with 3 or 4 of them dudes that are standing over there. It's the fear aspect. So it's that old adage, would you rather be feared or would you rather be respected? You feel what I'm saying? And people will kind of blur the lines between, and people will say, well, fear gets you respect. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't have to respect somebody that you fear. You don't have to give them respect, but you're not gonna disrespect them because you have a fear of them doing something to you. It's just the way it goes. Pride is different than respect. Yeah, pride is what you feel when you try not to get disrespected, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. People not born from this cutthroat lifestyle try to rationalize it, but they don't understand the jungle. It's why you gotta carry. Yeah, you gotta carry yourself with respect. Awareness is better than ignorance. Yep. Jumping people for whatever is not honorable. It's not about honor. It's not about honor. You right though. It ain't honorable, but it ain't about honor. I'd rather be loved. When you gonna be on that YouTube show again, bro? The one Sean Porter is on sometimes. Great show, by the way. Or are you talking about the Talk the Walk? Is that what you're talking about? If you're talking about Talk the Walk, I don't know whenever they ask me to be on there again. To be quite honest with you. Whenever they do another one, I'd be down. I'm always down. Yeah. Talk the walk, yeah. Yeah, talk the walk. Respect is a fighter's culture. Fear is survival. I mean, I would say respect is survival culture as well. It's not something, but survival code, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, you gotta survive out here, man. So what is it about then, Crooks? Why do you separate the right from the wrong? It's not about me separating the right from the wrong. That's what I'm saying. I don't put fantasies of what I think things should be. I have to deal in reality. And the reality of the situation is, if I go somewhere in these neighborhoods and I talk shit, I'm gonna get my ass whooped by 4 or 5 different dudes. It don't matter. They don't care. That's more of what I'm saying. Like, people are coming, the way that these kids and dudes are coming up nowadays, they don't care about that honor and respect type thing, bro. If they feel disrespected, they gonna hurt you. That's just the way it's gonna be. So with me knowing that at the forefront of my mind, I go through with respect. I don't disrespect people. I don't talk to them like I'm crazy. I try to give as much respect as I can to everybody. That's why even when you guys see in my comment sections, when people are going crazy on me and stuff like that, or be like, oh, you're this and you're that, I always give people, even if I'm correcting them or I'm telling them something, I always do it in the most respectful way I can. I don't be calling people no bitches. I don't be calling people none of that. If you hear me come out of pocket and say something like that to somebody, it's because they've earned that shit. But most of the time, I don't get disrespectful unless somebody disrespects me. That's just the motto that I've always lived by. Because up to this point, I ain't have nobody that really that has tried to fuck with me like that. Just because I give my respect, bro. Like, it is what it is. Oh, talking crap, I definitely get whatsoever coming from a person's way. But, I mean, it just kind of is what it is, man. And I didn't even necessarily have to learn that the hard way, to be quite honest with you. I didn't even have to learn that the hard way. I seen other people get their ass whooped. I have never gotten my ass whooped off of disrespecting somebody first. And I've seen people get their ass whooped for being disrespectful. So once I seen somebody get mopped up for being disrespectful at a young age, I understood. I already knew what the deal was. Because dudes, they all live by the same codes. Out there in the streets and shit like that, they all live by the same code, bruh. Disrespect is not something that they gonna tolerate. It never has been, never will be. Get you fucked up. It will. And I apply that in all walks of life. I don't disrespect nobody in the comment section. I don't disrespect nobody like that. The few times that you guys have seen me pop out and say some shit is because I've been disrespected first. Then once you disrespect me, I gotta address it. But there is no code in the street. Oh, there's a code. There's maybe 2 to 3 codes. The number one being, the second you disrespect me, I gotta disrespect you. And for a lot of folks out there, the second you disrespect them, you fighting. That's the way it is. In those areas. In certain areas, you might be able to get away with that shit. You know, like if you're living in the suburbs and stuff like that, where people wasn't raised to be like that, they were raised to kind of talk things out, you might be able to get away with it. But in the streets, in the neighborhoods, bro, nah, don't fly. What is Floyd's rating in the game? The modded Floyd that I have in here right now, his rating is a 91. His rating is a 91. I don't want to show him because he looks weird as hell, but it's a 91. But yeah, nah, real life stuff, man. People that like to troll people, don't do that shit in real life, man. Keep that shit on the internet. Don't do that. That's respect, though. That's not a street code. That's a code amongst people in general. It ain't. I don't even want to lie to you. It ain't amongst women. Women be disrespectful as shit. We know that. But what I'm saying is, it's how people handle the disrespect. Because if I was to walk out right now and go and disrespect somebody, I don't live in a neighborhood like that. I don't live in a neighborhood like that no more. So if I was to go out and disrespect somebody, they would try to talk it out with me. Be like, hey, what the fuck's your problem, man? Like, you know, there's not a high chance of confrontation. But when I'm in the neighborhood where I'm from, if I go over there and disrespect somebody, I already know what the deal is. The confrontation, boom, and you got motherfuckers that are just sitting there waiting to get in confrontation with you. They mean mug you, they look at you sideways. They want confrontation. So, Crooks, you could make a fire ass hood podcast. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I just, I be spitting things every now and again. Oh, but real life, man, just, mind your business, be on your P's and Q's, do good, be good, you'll be alright. Not unless his girls is around. Nah, anybody that I'm with knows, man, like, if you're dating me, don't say no reckless shit, bro. Like, just don't. I don't get with people that talk reckless. Because the second you talk reckless, and if you talk reckless to another grown man, it's an issue, bro. It's an issue because I'm going to have to go and handle that because you with me. But whether I get my ass kicked or I do the ass kicking, it don't matter. I'm going to have an issue with you after. It's like in high school. I remember telling one of my boys, he's one of my really good friends. He used to smoke. And I remember telling him, like, look. And he asked me to get in his car. But I'm like, look, bruh. Let me know if there's anything in this car right now, bruh. Because I want the option of being able to go or not go. Because if I get in this car and there's shit in this car with me. And we get pulled over. And I get arrested. You ain't got to worry about nobody whooping your ass when we get into where we going. I think at the time we were kids. So... in the juvie. It's like, you ain't got to worry about nobody else whooping your ass when we get into juvie because I'm going to whoop your ass. Because you could have told me that there was something in this car. And I wouldn't have gotten in the car. But because you didn't tell me and I asked you, now when we get into juvie, I'm whooping your ass. Because the second I know when I get out, my mom was going to whoop my ass. So... I ain't cool with that. I know I'm going to take an ass whooping. And my fear is of her. Because she could do that shit legally at home and not let me leave. But, nah. Nah, son. I ain't even with that. I ain't even with that. Bro, it's the truth. It's the truth. My mom didn't play no games, bro. My mom didn't play no games. My mom was a single mother of 3, and she had 2 sons, bro. And I kid you not, to this motherfucking day, we still, not that my mom could ever whoop my ass, because she can't. Obviously, she's a little old lady now, but my mama, she instilled that respect, bro. And we knew, I knew, if I, let me catch your ass up in that juvenile system, bro. Once you get out, you ain't got to worry about them. You got to worry about me. Because you coming home with me. You going to get out of there at some point, and you going to have to come back here with me. And what was I going to do? Try to put hands on my mom? Hell nah. She killed me, bruh. Ain't no joke. You ain't got to worry about catching the dog. You got to worry about the dog catching your ass. Yep. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm going to tell my son the same way, bro. Don't let your ass get in trouble, because the second you get in trouble, you ain't got to worry about them. You got to worry about me. Because I'm going to teach my son how to fight. Like, he going to know how to fight and defend himself and protect himself. But just know, when you get home, you going to have to deal with me, bro. But my boy told me, like, he did a really good job of, like, he would tell me, like, hey, bro, you know, I got stuff in the car, or, you know, I got some, like, you know, I knew when he was smoking, because his car would smell like weed. So he would I always knew, and he would tell me, like, hey, bro, I got stuff in the car. So he was a real one, bro. We're still friends to this day. He's one of my really, really good friends. But I had to let him know, like, I was already thinking like that at a young age. Because the last thing I needed was, number 1, to get locked up. Number 2, to get my ass whooped by my mom. And then number 3, like, you know what I'm saying? I was never real big on, because I see how hard my mom worked for me. So I wasn't trying to be no disappointment to her. Like, well, I ain't trying to do that. So yeah, no, like, that's why that pride shit, bro, like, when people be like, oh, you know, like, so-and-so is talking about you, or, like, whatever, bro, talk about me all you want. Just don't come over here and put your hands on me. Don't come over here and put your hands on me. Don't come over here and put your hands on my kids. Or if I'm with somebody, don't come out over there and put your hands on my girl. Like, don't do that shit. Because I'll go to jail over that all day. All day. What up, Mason? How you doing, bro? When am I going to fight you? Probably never. But yeah, nah, I wouldn't do no podcast talking about no shit like that, bro. Because my life, I'm not really like that. Like, I'm not the type of dude that's like, hey, you know what? I go out looking for confrontation and I'm big and I'm bad. Nah, motherfucker. How you guys see me on stream is how I'll be in real life. Like, I'm going to be chilling. You know, I want to have a good time. I like laughing and joking and all that shit. I'm not like a super serious ass guy. I just grew up in an area where when you got to handle business, you got to handle business. And when I've determined in my mind it's time to handle business, then business has to be handled. That's just the way it goes. Crooks, you have two people who call you out. Nah, man, I ain't worried about that shit. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I ain't got no time. I got kids, bro. I ain't got no damn time to be worried about what a motherfucker is saying about me, dog. I got kids to feed. I got bills to pay. I got live streams to do. I got watch-alongs to do, bro. I don't give a shit about all that. Go stay your ass out somewhere. Yeah. I stay away from folks, bro. I really do. I really do. I ain't really trying to be like that. I'm trying to chill. This call out season, you need that fade on my live? Yeah, well. Well. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Cooks, I wanted to ask you, why do you think PC is getting all the love? Because they're able to mod games on the PC. The mods can't be transferred over to the gaming consoles. That's why a lot of the mods and stuff like that. I mean, Fight Night Forever and I think Revival are on the jailbroken PS3s and stuff like that, so they can be transferred over to console. But yeah, chain out the way and on. Yep, keep my head down and I keep grinding, bro. That's just the way it goes. Hold on, give me 1 second, fellas. All right, my bad. Cooks, are we getting a real update on consoles anytime soon? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Yo, Conrad, what's good? Can you play online with the mod? I wouldn't do it. Go through Parsec. Go through Parsec and play. Don't try to go online, bro. Not yet. Max Energy, Big Dog Crooks. You see how these streamers be like Neon. Jack tried. I mean, him and his team tried to fight Andre Arlovsky, bro. They need to chill, man. Like, see, that's what kind of stuff that I just don't understand. Like, yes, Neon not so much. Neon, Neon's just I don't really see him doing it like that. Jack, on the other hand, he needs to relax because they just haven't ran into the right. They haven't ran into the right guys yet, bro. Like, they haven't ran into the right guys yet. And they know who they can do that shit to. There's certain folks that because we as men know we can test this guy, but we can't test that guy. You feel what I'm saying? They know. They need to chill. Yeah, there's too many factors, for sure. Anything boxing or MMA related, they look goofy as hell. Huh? Crooks, I fuck with you and all, but why you faking like Keyshawn Davis? Bro, I wasn't faking like nothing. By the way, Ayo, what's good, man? Welcome to the live, bro. I wasn't faking like nothing. Okay, so now that I have a lot more people in here, I want to let you guys know, anything that you guys see me release, it's only to gain feedback. So, like, that early access Keyshawn Davis that you guys see me release in my video today, it's to get feedback on what you guys think about it. Because I could turn around and be like, hey, you know what? Like, I think it's good or I think it's bad. But I want to hear your guys' opinion. I want to get your guys' feedback. So like I said before the stream, like literally 20 minutes before I started streaming, I got a message from one of the guys that's one of the modders that did the mod for Keyshawn Davis. Was like, hey, we've seen all of the feedback that was on the comment section of your video. We're making the changes. We're making changes. We're going to adjust him before he's launched on with ESBC Revival. That's how we do it, bro. Glad you're not like that? Yeah, bro. I try not to be. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. I respect people's opinions, man. I do. It's all good. It's all love. I ain't tripping. But all right, my people. Hey, that's going to be it, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to the 40 people that are still in here, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure if you guys are new and if you guys enjoyed the stream, to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button, man. It would be much appreciated. Who do I got? Who I think's winning between Joe Pfeiffer and Israel Adesanya? I got Israel. I think Joe swings a little bit too wild. he'll put the pressure on him, but unless he catches Izzy with something, I think Izzy picks him apart. Eugene, welcome back to the stream too. But I will be back on for you guys. If not tomorrow, the next day. It all depends on if I drop 2 videos. But until then, my people, take it easy. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from.